All right. So what we're talking about is using Zapier to connect a third-party system, in this case, a CRM called Crelate and Dubb, for potentially two-way activities. So the first example is we want people that are coming into the CRM to automatically be added into Dubb. So in that example, we would use the CRM as the trigger. So we're going to search for Crelate. There it is. And then the trigger is usually new contact, new something, right? It's either a company or contact, depending on what you want to do with that, right? You'll have different triggers come in. So new contact, a new lead, new person comes into Crelate, and then select your account, etc. And then the action would be to then create that same contact inside of Dubb. So we would say create or update. And then inside of Dubb, you also have the ability to add the properties coming from Crelate. So email, first name, last name, etc. And then finally, there's this tag. The tag is like the ability to put them into groups and roll them into automations or do anything. So if you have a specific type of contact or company or whatever trigger you want to set up, that can then be used to automatically create the contact inside of Dubb, at which point a tag can be applied to put them in their own designation, their own tag group, or the tag can also be used to trigger other automatic activities inside of Dubb, like a video email, a reminder, a task, a deal, etc. So this would be the first option of new contact comes into your CRM and you want that to automatically sync into Dubb and potentially trigger a further action from Dubb. So this is number one. Now, let's go in reverse. Instead of the activity first happening inside of the CRM, now this is the opposite, where an activity happens inside of Dubb, meaning somebody watched a video, they clicked a button, they did something. So in this case, the trigger event is going to be get a track. It could also be a form submission. So if they submit a Dubb form, that can also be used as a trigger. But most of the times, we're going to be wanting to get a track, meaning we tracked something in Dubb, a video view, a button click, a watch, an email open, something. And once that track is received, so what do we want? Button clicks, video views, etc. Then we're able to define what happens after. So if we want to get a video view on a specific video on a button, we can set this activity up and then choose which account and stuff, just you in this case. And then now we can say, okay, we're going to test the trigger. So we're seeing which track comes in, and then we can build anything else that happens after that. So we're going to get the track, meaning somebody watched a video. And here's their information, 100% view, person's name, etc. So I'm going to continue with that record. And now I'm going to go into another third-party system like Crelate or something else, where now I can then, based on their activity within Dubb, I can choose some other event to happen. These events, though, will be limited to whatever the third-party system supports. So maybe it's sending something. In this case, it doesn't look like Crelate would be able to send anything based on a trigger. So that's just a limitation to this particular system. It looks like it only allows the creation or the updating of something. Now, that could potentially be used as a trigger. Like if a company gets updated, does that cause something in your system to happen? This is how it would work in a bi-directional format, where something happens in your system and you want that to trigger something in Dubb, or vice versa. Something happens in Dubb and you want that to trigger something in a third-party system. And this is how Dubb can be used to communicate bi-directionally with any system that integrates with Zapier, which is, tens of thousands of systems, I believe.